Hi everyone, it's RaeRae Gingers here. Welcome to my channel, and today I have a special guest, local drag king, Casanova. Stay tuned. Casanova, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Took a little extra time to get ready because I wanted to be like ready, but doing good.
Nice. Now, I'd like to ask you a few questions because, as you know, my channel is all about healing through the arts. And of course, one of our favorite art forms that we share is drag performance. And we've actually done a few shows. We didn't do an act together, but we're at the same events together, the same shows
Right.
together. You did numbers, I did numbers. And to be honest, the last show about a year ago, we were in town where we live, and it was like the working the catwalk. And I remember walking out on the catwalk, doing my little prissy little girl thing. And as I came back, you were starting your catwalk, and I thought, ooh, there's some chemistry there. We got to do a number sometime. So
yeah, for sure.
but for our fans out there, please tell them how you got into drag. What got you to do drag?
Well, it actually just happened by chance. I was in college at the time, and I was going through the graphic design program locally, and there was this little booth kind of set up for people to sign up to do a kind of local small show at one of our art galleries in town here. So I signed up just because hey, I like acting. I've always done theater growing up, and then I'm like, oh, I really like this, and I just kept doing it since.
Nice, I love it. And how long have you been doing drag for?
2.5 years now, maybe.
Oh, very nice. How did you come up with your drag persona? Was that something that just, for some drag kings and queens, it happens naturally, some of them work at it. How did you come up with your Casanova persona?
Because I'm non-binary, and like at the time I was kind of questioning my gender, so in my mind I thought, what kind of man do I want to be?
Oh.
And so I kind of wanted to be that sort of suave, smooth, kind of good with the ladies kind of person. And that's where Casanova historically is a very well-known ladies' man, so that's where that came from.
Very nice. I love it. And again, you have to see Casanova perform because he is amazing. Okay, now, as you know, for me, as I mentioned, drag is a form of therapy for me. I have D.I.D, dissociative identity disorder, and to get all my alters in balance, I do therapy, of course, with a doctor. I always recommend see a doctor, get therapy, with any mental illness. But of course, in my particular field, they said, the arts is a good way to heal. That's part of it. It's not the only component, but it's part of that. So how about for yourself? Do you have any personal experience with drag, through the arts, or anything that you're dealing with personally?
Art, and especially music and theater, it has always helped find ways to, because growing up I didn't really have a whole lot of people I could talk to. I didn't have a whole lot of avenues to express myself, but art was always that one safe way I could get whatever I'm feeling out. I have been struggling with self-harm and mental health issues since I was very, very young. So, and I've tried therapy a lot of different times. It didn't always work. So art was always that one thing that I kind of just turned to. And even now I'm still painting. I'm still trying to get into acting. I'm obviously still doing drag. So.
Can you tell the folks at home a little bit about the CPTSD and how that is going?
Yeah, so PTSD itself is post-traumatic stress disorder. So you hear a lot about it, about people who are in the military. They've come back from war and they have problems dealing with the aftermath, but that's not always necessarily the case. Regular civilians can get it too, whether someone was in a car accident. A lot of people can have it from that, or they've been assaulted, sexually assaulted, whatever the case may be. And the C part, the complex, from my experience, it means they're a little bit more high functioning. So looking at someone with CPTSD, you wouldn't know they're dealing with it. So it's more of an internal battle than an external battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it definitely can be hard, but again, I'm glad, you know, that together we're going through the whole drama, the whole drag. Now, my next question is, it sometimes can be hard for a mental disorder, you know, if you're dealing with something and, you know, you have to deal with family or loved ones, sometimes it can be hard. Do you have anything to share about that?
I personally given up talking with my family about it because my dad is he's, no offense to any of the boomers out there, but he's a boomer, like a baby boomer, kind of like at the tail end of that generation where they believe you can just suck it up and move on and mental health doesn't really exist or everyone deals with it, you just need to get over it. So, but luckily I do have my dad's girlfriend, so my stepmom, and she's very supportive of it. She encourages me to go to therapy and try different things, and just it's hard not having that family support, but there's a lot of people I found within the LGBTQ2 plus community that have been very supportive because they've all at some point dealt with some sort of mental health issue. So it's not necessarily blood family, but I found my family within the rainbow community, so that's nice.
Extended family, extended by
Yeah.
rainbow. So now actually it's going to be my next question, but you hit the nail right on the head. That's, you know, sometimes our close or designated family, if you will, may or may not always be there for us. Some members might, some not, but we always have that extended community.
Right.
Are there any specific ways how the LGBTQ plus community has helped you out?
Well, of course, they've given me the opportunity to express my gender identity through drag. So without the LGBT community, I would have never had that opportunity to kind of figure myself out. And they've also provided with a lot of opportunities. I got to go to Toronto Pride with a media pass. So I was doing a lot of interviews. I got to speak with some politicians, some members within the community. And they've also, even on a personal note, because I'm still considering top surgery and some medical procedures myself, that they've given some resources to help with that. So everyone's helping everyone, and it's just absolutely amazing, really.
Nice. Now, that is just it just wows me how the community works together like that. Now I was going to say some of my viewers aren't all in the LGBT community, but with that said, there is a community of some sort out there, you know. So let's
Right.
if you're into country style, there's people that are into country stuff, you know. If you're into fishing, there's people into fishing. So there's a community out there for you. For us, of course, because we do drag, it's natural. Our lifestyle, we end up in the LGBT community. But for you, it could be, you know, it could be any community that's loving and accepting, and that's the key point, right? Loving
Right.
and accepting. Now, other than drag, back to Casanova, other than drag, what other forms of healing channels? You mentioned a little bit about drama. Is there any other things that you've done specifically?
Specifically, well, I sing sometimes. I've actually written a song that I'm working on getting the instrumentals to, that I'm hoping to, once things open up again, perform at a drag show. So
Nice.
hopefully
I'd like to see
that works out.
that live performance. That is nice. So coming to the end of the interview, any closing words for our guests out there?
There's a lot I could say on that. Honestly, you're never truly alone. There's no shame in reaching out for help, and everyone struggles. Everyone has their own battles, and be kind, love one another, love one another, and yeah, just why can't we be friends?
No, that is good. That is perfect. Well, I had a great time chatting with you today and look forward to working with you on some future projects.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
even working the same shows together. It's always fun chatting and just being out there. And I want to thank you so much for taking this time to share with my viewers you know, healing through the arts for mental health and just for any well-being, mental wellness overall. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Nice talking to you again.
Likewise. Bye, Casanova.
Bye.